Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois and welcome back to Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode. In the last episode, we were working on getting our processors automated for applied energistics, which we did. I can order up any processor I want now. And as you can see, I put a bunch of stuff in here. Most of it I don't really care about right now, but later we'll get things kind of organized. We'll get everything in there. And it'll be great. But before that, we need to get a lot of glass. And then at the end of last episode, we started working on Thaumcraft and doing some Thaumcraft stuff. So I've kind of moved things around, and honestly, we're going to move the enchantment table. Can we move it to the side? I don't know what the range is for this. I wish I probably should have looked that up. And I was looking in here, and it doesn't look like... we have a whole bunch of things, but research. If I use certain nearby blocks and items and curios during the research process, will let me have focus. So, kind of cool things, but at the same time, it doesn't tell me what the range is. And yeah, there's obviously a lot of things we can use. But yeah, I looked into, well, I was reading the book a little bit, trying to figure out how to do all the things we need to do. And yeah, today we're going to just focus on Thaumcraft. I have this storage crate in here that has all the stuff that had the chest had over there. I can speak. And eventually, Thaumcraft will probably not be in this area, but we will need to make another enchantment table. Just so we can have it with our Thaumcraft stuff. So we'll have a whole bunch of stuff. It'll probably be an entire floor, if not just a room. We'll kind of see. But yeah, after last episodes, we made a mistake and accidentally fed our crucible our thermometer. But it's okay, I made a new one. And yeah, we have all of the V crystals in here, except for fire. Fire is the one that we're kind of low on. I need to start mining those when I see them. Something I should mention, by the way, kind of my plan is once we have automated all of the storage drives. Oh, cool! I made it up there. All of these guys, which this one's starting to get a little full. I'm probably not going to put anything else in there until I can automate the rest of the steps to make the 4Ks. Storage cells. We'll make a whole bunch of those and then get everything into the system. And all of these wooden storage crates are what I'm going to use to go mining with. So that'll be kind of the plan. And then we'll have a normal crate somewhere. That'll be our like to-do chest, but because I like doing that. Anyways, for now, you know what? We're going to pick this guy up and we're going to bring him with us because we're going to need it. And last episode, we got some loot chests that I completely forgot to open. So we're going to start the episode off by doing that. Signalum conversion kits. Nice. Red velvet cake. And a tinkering table. That's made out of Insanium. That's kind of cool. I don't know what the Insanium matters for that, but we're gonna scan this stuff and then we're gonna put it away because I don't really have much use of it for now. Oh, that's a different... Ooh, this converts whatever we give it. So the resonant converts it to from whatever to resonant. This converts it from the bottom to the signalum, which is a few behind it. But that's okay. So, yeah, not bad. Apologies that I forgot to open those last episode. I completely forgot, and then I stopped recording, and I looked for a second. And I'm totally recording this. This is many days in the future, of course. So, let's see. We're going to start eating some BL... Nah. Sausage and bread. We have more of those. Ooh, cranberry jelly sandwich. It's actually what I'm going to... sort of kind of what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. Well, part of my dinner anyways. It's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It sounds really good. cherry jelly is the best thing. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to work. So, yeah, we need to do some stuff. And currently, let's take a look. I don't have enough inventory spaces. So if we look at the quest book, we need to make Thaumium and Alimentium. But right now, what we are currently doing, this alchemical metallurgy, is going to get us to the Thaumium. So we'll need to make this very soon. But I believe before we can, we need to do some stuff with research. We need a theory on alchemy. So metals have been proven quite easy to manipulate. Theorized that infusing a base metal like iron with magical energy should be harder than iron with the ability to accept enchantments beyond that of which iron is normally capable of. Yeah, Thaumium is actually really good in terms of enchantment stuff, but what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the Crucible and create a theory. So, gain 15 infusion progress. 15, so we need a Vacuous V crystal. Okay, so we learned how to make these before, all these crystals. So we take a sliver, and let's take a look at Vacuous. So Vacuous, you take a quartz sliver and 2 void, and that will give you what you need. So to get Vacuous, we can just use, I believe, Dead Rock from the Twilight Forest. I forgot that the Twilight Forest was in this mod. Mortar and Pestle, I believe we can just use, let's just look at it. Bowls. Yeah. So if we grab some water and get that boiling in here, there is the niter below it. We can throw the bowl in there, and that gave us an herba, and there's a Vacuous. So we should be able to concentrate on this, and we get a bonus draw, and it gave us what is the JI bookmarks settings, search options. I don't remember what the, let's just do that for now. No? Hide ingredients mode. Never mind. Okay. Whatever. We have 15% alchemy. We need more. Let's see what else we have. 17 alchemy. Requires 2 of those measures. We get 15 infusion. We need to have celestial notes. We're just going to do this one. Inspire 26. Rethink. We get a bonus draw. Do that, I guess. I'm not very good at this stuff. 15 alchemy. Or Machina will give us 15 alchemy and a bonus draw. So with a chance to get some inspiration. I think we should do this one. So what can we get? Machine. We need 2, obviously. Would levers work? Let's take a look. Lever. Yep, levers would work. And that is super easy to make. So we just throw that in there. And grab some more quartz slivers. And there's the Machina. Alright. So that didn't work because we ran out of inspiration. So complete the theory. And I don't know that it did anything. I'm not very good at this, I'll be honest. So let's go ahead and sleep. And then we will be... We'll work on this again. So we'll focus on the alchemy, or we could just create a theory. Let's just create a theory. So... Perditio and Ignis will give us a lot in alchemy. So we're going to use that. Synthesis, that's going to be a lot of percentage. And we need to get a lot of percentage. That's kind of the whole idea. Concentrate Mythos. I don't even know what that one is. We need to do that one, though. So... Mythos... Legendary. Okay. I don't know anything that has that. Okay, so this is going to be challenging. Things that are mythical. So I'm going to assume that if we did something like Twilight Forest related, might have some mythicalness to it. Otherwise, Fire and Ice. I mean, because they do have new things like dragons, so yeah. Dragon Bone. We could make a Dragon Bone Flute. That would give us a lot of stuff. And I could make a lot of crystals out of that. Oh, man. Dragon Armor. Stone Statue. Nope. No idea. Pixie Hovels. Yeah, I haven't seen any pixies. But yeah, it's going to be Fire and Ice that this stuff comes from. Deathworm. Ambrosia. Requires pixie dust, though. I don't have pixie dust. Alright, so this is going to be really difficult. But I don't know. You know, there was the Wither Bones. These are used to make different swords. And necrotic bones, but nothing that looks anything useful to us. We might have to make the Dragon Bone Flute, which we do have some Dragon Bones. We got those. There was a dragon that died, so that was at least nice. And we have a bunch of manuscripts. Manuscripts you can find in dungeons. They're not that uncommon. So let's go ahead and we're going to clear that. Let's get some fresh water. Once that boils, throw the manuscript in. There's the Mythos. And we'll get some more crystals. You know what? Let's grab... I should have a ton of quartz. And we're just going to get a bunch of these slivers. And... okay, that's all we can get. That's fine. So now we can do this. And that'll get us 55%. We get an extra draw. So... Inspired takes 2. Or we can get 15 in a bonus. Go for broke. That gets us to 92, so we're almost there. We've run out of paper. We need more paper. There's just so much. I guess we'll just take one piece of paper. And that will be good for now. So Alchemy, Bestia, and Alchemia? I don't know that one. What is... Well, Alchemy. Do we know anything that has that? Yes, there's a lot of things that have this. Slime has it. Okay. So, is there something that has it that has thick potions? Fire charges? Okay. Slimy grass. Netherwort. Netherwort is nice and easy. We should have some. I think. What else do we have? Any potion, it looks like. Yeah, any potion at all. And I believe... Or we could just use slime. It would require 2 slime or congealed. Or magma cream. A single magma cream will work. Alright. Do we have... No water. Okay. So we'll get this boiling. And this should give us the research we need. Theoretically, anyways. We might need to do some other stuff, but there's that. Victus. Aqua. Ignis. Alchemia. Let's just get all the crystals we can. Eventually we will basically have a system that's going to get us all the crystals we could ever want. The other one we're going to need is Bestia, which is going to be a lot easier. This is usually stuff like leather, anything that comes from mobs. And we want something that has 2, preferably. Books might be the way. Or meat. I mean, I guess we do have pork chops. We have a lot of pork chops. That should have... Yep, raw pork chop. Has Bestia. And then we just need to do this. Once it boils, drop in the pork chop. And, yeah, we should be able to get the theory crafting. So I'm not going to do too much of this on camera. Mostly because this is fairly long and tedious. But you get the idea. And very soon we'll be able to make something that'll kind of help with a lot of things. So, okay. So, I don't remember how to do this. Theories, yeah. Theory crafting. My progress getting lesson still counts will be added to your current knowledge. Okay, so theoretically we can just keep going, I guess. We need more paper, so let's go grab some more sugarcane. This should all be grown by now. And one of these days we'll actually work through the nights because we'll be able to, you know, have a door and walls and all that fun stuff. And, you know, light up both floors and, you know, make the general area kind of nice and safe. That's something I probably should work on here soon. Okay. Synthesis. Air and Ordo. Sure. Ordo. Air. And we'll do that. Complete the theory. Perfect. So we got 2 alchemy researches, I guess. Alchemy theories. I'm not entirely sure how you're able to see that. Like, knowledge totals. Oh, so we have, I guess, a bunch of things and then some that we don't. I don't know. But now we need to make thaumium. So it's iron, magic, and earth. So let's get the thaumium. And where can we get magic? And then we'll try to get, so we need 5 magic. Britannia is a great source of that. Mana Pearls, Mana Steel is a great source of that. But that's not really something I want to do. Salus Mundus is also good for that. Looks like most potions. Okay. Now, if we could find something that also has earth, that would be even better. So, is there any potions that have earth? Resistance. That has a lot of stuff. So I believe one of the easiest things to do is actually using dirt. Dirt is great because it's pure earth. Raw pork chops also have. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is sleep. And it should be noted that all these crystals also have their elements. So, like we could just, kind of one of the strategies is you make all these crystals and then you throw them in and you use them to get whatever you need. So we need magic and earth. So we'll go get a piece of dirt. And for the magic part, what did we want to use? What's going to be the easiest thing that's not going to be too awful in terms of like I mean, we could use the Mana Steel. I think that's a bad idea though. Salus Mundus, that is a little bit kind of a pain to make. Ender Eyes. A lot of these have a lot of other things though, so I kind of want to watch out on that. Yeah, now we're getting too ridiculous. Can we use anything really cheap that's animated torch? That's not what I want. Yeah, let's make thaumium with thaumium. That's never gonna be good. Yeah, that has the essence because of the Ender Eyes. I think, honestly, the Mana Steel might actually be one of the better things. Or we just bite the bullet and get Salus Mundus. So let's grab a piece of dirt. And do we have any Salus Mundus? No, of course not. So I think it's 3V crystals of any type, redstone, flint, and a bowl. So we'll need to make another bowl. And okay, it is the standard recipe. We might actually have some bowls lying around, but we need flint and redstone. Flint in here. Alright, so there is a bowl. Flint, redstone, and that didn't work. I need to grab this stuff out, not put it back in there. Might be 3 different. So let's see. There's the flint. I see it in front of me. It probably has to be 3 different, so we can't use 2 aqua. We'll use an alchemy. And it's shapeless, so that's nice. There we go. Salus Mundus. And we get to keep the other stuff. Alright, so we need more water. Fill that up. And once it's boiling, we also need to grab our iron. Alright, so we toss in the Salus Mundus, the dirt, and then the iron. And we get thaumium. And we can scan that and learn something new. So with that, we can complete that little quest. And we have access to other things. Cool. So we can do metal purification now, and then we're going to need some other things before we can do anything else. Now, one thing that I want to make, and we don't have access to it yet, we need to unlock Artifice, which we can complete. So we had to have an Observation, Artifice, and then Machina and Census, so we can go ahead and complete that. And that unlocks Artifice, which is a really useful thing. And the first thing we need to do is make these goggles of revealing. So we're going to need another alchemical brass. So flint, and iron, and then actually we're going to need 2 of these. And then for the goggles, we're also going to need 2, I can spell goggles. We're going to need 2 thermometers, and that's not too bad. So 2 of these, 2 alchemical brass. Then we're going to need glass and gold, which I was cooking up some gold. Kind of just because we were low on gold, but useful. It seems that we are gonna we're gonna have access to one of the better items, in my opinion. Something that's gonna come in handy quite a bit. So let's get this all set up. So there is 1 and 2 thermometers, and we can scan themselves. And then we can make the goggles of revealing. We just need 4 leather. So do I have any leather? No, of course not. How can I get leather? We can zap rotten flesh. Sure. I'm kind of in a hurry. Not really, but like, I don't really want to go hunting animals. I can spare the power. So now we should be able to craft this and get the goggles of revealing. And that should be a quest. One, there is the thaumium, and then the goggles of revealing. We'll get those as well. And these things are really, 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 really nice. So what we can do, this is kind of neat. We can put them as a bauble. And there we go. We learned something new. Now the neat thing is, if we go to the Thaumonomicon, we can make more stuff and whatnot. But the goggles of revealing basically allows us to reveal hidden things, but also reduce V costs for certain tasks, such as this will have more discounts. What else do they do? We can see content in the world. I don't know how that works. So I'm assuming that just wearing them will be good enough. Let's go look at some animals, and I also want to see something else. We're going to go to one of these hills. I don't know what to call them, but here's a chicken. And I think we can scan the chickens. But what I'd normally like see in the world, I would think maybe... I don't know. Nothing more can be learned. So this is one of the hills. This is the one we converted into our farm. But what I want to see is there anything? Nah, I don't see anything. Okay. I don't know how these work. I don't know if they work all that well or not. Looks like we can do stuff with it though, so we'll see. Anyways, let's head back and kind of look and see what else we can get into. So, and on the way, scan a goat. So, yeah, the goggles should help. Let's do one more test, because what they should do, what they should help with, is actually the crucible. So, by the way, the bucket has stuff. If we get a bucket of water, I don't know that we... Okay, we have scanned that. Or at least there's nothing different for it. Okay. So, theoretically, the goggles will be better for this part. And we can't scan those. So, can we scan loot chest? No. What is something we want? So I think all these crystals, if it takes 2. So let's get some, I don't know, something we have that we don't really care about. 2 hill cherries. That'll give us a bunch of crystals. And if we drop those in there, there we go. See, we can see what's in it. And then we can 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. So yeah, you can kind of see the benefits of throwing a bunch of items in there. Let's go ahead and sleep and see if there's anything else we want to do. I think what I'd like to do is work on the Elementium. Alimentium, sorry. And what else? Aromancy. So this is lowest depths of the world. So I need to go to the lowest depths of the world, so I guess we have to go to bedrock. Okay. I will probably do that between episodes. But the other thing we could work on is oh cool, there's redstone stuff. Infernal furnaces, alchemy, Alimentium. So observations, we have some stuff. And that's all we need to do. So now we can make Alimentium, which is coal or charcoal with 10 fire, 10 potentia, and 5 perdicio. So that is what we're going to do. Now, Alimentium is really good stuff. It is a fuel source, primarily. But I believe something we can do is... let's actually just grab some coal, because I believe coal has most of the stuff we need already. Yeah, it's got 10 fire and 10 potentia. So all we need now is 5 perdicio. And cobblestone isn't bad for that. Concrete gravel is also pretty good. If I can have something that's like just at 5. Sand. Okay. Or rotten flesh. You know what? We're going to go with rotten flesh. Because in the near-ish future, we are going to make a mob farm. Just a darkroom style mob farm. And with that, we will hopefully get a lot of good things. So once this boils, we throw 2 items in, and then the third. And then clean up with the quartz. And there's Alimentium. And there we go. That's all there is to it. Let's go ahead and put those away. And Alimentium is kind of neat, but at the same time, it is dangerous. It is explosive, which is not good, unless you're trying to, cause an explosion. But it is also, I believe, a fuel source, or can be used as a fuel source, and it's really good for that. Burns 3 times longer than normal coal. It is quite energetic, and I should take care not to throw it, basically. Yeah, so it's really cool stuff. Not something I really want to do too much with. But here's what we're going to do. I am going to... I don't know. I'm going to think about this for a little bit. Some of the stuff I am going to... So, for example, Artifice, we need to go to the lowest point. I will do that between episodes. Basic infusion. Just had to read that. Infusion, there is stuff we need to do with that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go through some of the Thaumcraft stuff, and we'll kind of take our time with Thaumcraft. And so things that require multiple, theory stuff, I will go ahead and do that off camera. Things that need... so, for example, this requires one of each of the essence crystals. So what I'll do is I'll do that on camera. Partially because I want to get some stuff out of there. So if we look at this now, we can complete that. Those are consumed. And then the next thing we need is a bunch of different ones. So what I'll do is I'll start collecting crystals, and I've got to decide where I want to put all the Thaumcraft stuff. I'm going to look up and see kind of, because I know that we're going to have to do blood magic. Blood magic's going to be on this hill probably. I know that astral sorcery is going to take up a lot of room. We're going to probably do it over there. And Britannia takes up a decent amount of room. We're going to do it in this little field right here. Probably. But Thaumcraft, I don't know that I want to build a different building for it. We could put it in a basement. That is a potential. But we're going to probably want to get a drawer system for that. Because, yeah, it just makes more sense to do that. And these aren't that expensive. In fact, I believe it's all vanilla recipes, other than the drawer controller. Drawer controller is a little bit expensive. But compacting drawers are the standard recipe, and the normal drawers are the standard recipe, with the exception of the chest being kind of expensive. So that's something that we're going to want so that we can store all of these different crystals. And I'll kind of look into seeing how much space we're actually going to need. And we might start setting that up relatively soon. Alternatively, we make another building for that, but I would rather not for the Thaumcraft. Blood magic we have to, it's too big. Astral sorcery is too big. And Britannia, I think a greenhouse would actually be really nice regardless. So that's kind of the plan for that, and we'll go from there. So before I forget, let's go ahead and open all of our loot chests. And then, like I said, I'm going to work on some of the more tedious things. A lot of the research stuff I'll do off camera. We'll do the completion stuff on camera. So, like I said, the things that were turn in all these crystals. We got some andesite, another tinkering table, and an observer, or 8. Cool. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!